Alright, for this foldable, you're going to need glue, you're going to need scissors, you're going to need your notebook, you're going to need your multicolored pen or colored pencils, if you have one. If not, just use a pen or a pencil. And we're going to be doing the basic geometry foldable, so make sure you have this. Now, if you were in class, you would have already folded this and cut it. So if you weren't here, I'm going to show you how to fold it up. So you're going to make what I call a shutter fold. So you're going to take each side and fold it to this center line. And then you're going to cut on the dashed lines. Don't cut, excuse me, don't cut all the way through. Just cut this top flap. And with foldables, I would recommend writing in them first and then pasting them in there after you're done writing. It's going to be easier to write. It gets a little difficult to write when you fold these open and it's not exactly in your notebook. Alright, so you should have something that looks a little bit like that. Okay, let's start with point. So a point, there's a picture. Looks like that. Usually it's labeled with a letter, and how we write it is either we write point A or just the letter A. Okay, for a line, excuse me. Okay, notice that a line has these arrows at either end. All right, and how we write it, the notation for it is we can call this line AB or line BA. In this case, the order doesn't matter. Now notice, excuse me, sorry, down here there's a script letter. You might see that sometimes, so we might say or line M. Okay, one of those will indicate a line, but make sure it has those arrows if it's a full line. Now line segment is where there aren't any arrows, so they're either going to be points, so you might even see points at either end, or the points are just those A and B. How we write it is line segment AB or line segment BA. The order doesn't matter here. Now, if we're referencing the length of the line segment, we typically don't put the line segment indicator above the letters. We just say AB is 5 centimeters or something like that. So with length, you're not going to see that bar above. Okay, ray. How we write a ray. Notice that A is right here and B is a point somewhere down here. You might see the points, you might not. All right, so this is going to be ray AB. Now what we can't write, so not, we're not going to put ray BA, okay, because B isn't the start of the ray. Okay, A is, so it goes ray A to B. All right, an angle. Now angles can get a little trickier with naming them if there's more than one, but this is just one angle. B right here is what we call the vertex of the angle, so the turning point. So in order to name an angle, the vertex has to be in the middle. So we could say angle, so that little symbol is angle, A, B, C. You could also go angle CBA. Notice that the vertex is in the middle there. Now because this is just a single angle, you could also just name it by its vertex, angle B. If there's more than one angle, you cannot use just a single letter. Now, if we're talking about the degree measure of an angle, what you're going to see is a little m before the angle symbol, and then the name of the angles. And what this stands for, this little m stands for measure of. So instead of writing measure of angle ABC, we just put m angle symbol ABC, measure of angle ABC. Okay, parallel lines are lines that never intersect. Now, how we write it in math is we would say line AB. Now, again, you could also have line BA. The symbol for parallel are two straight up and down lines, almost like they're parallel to each other. So this symbol right here means is parallel to, and then line CD. Okay, or DC. Okay, so parallel to. Perpendicular lines are lines that meet at 90-degree angles. So over in the drawing, let's put in this little box. These little boxes indicate a 90-degree angle. Okay, so those are 90 degrees. How we would write this, I'm going to start with this one right here. Okay, so this one right here. Now, C is supposed to have an arrow on it. I think it got cut off. So AB and CD are perpendicular. We write that line AB, and again, we could have line BA. And the symbol for perpendicular to is an upside down capital T. To me, it looks like two lines that are perpendicular. And then if we're doing this one, it's perpendicular to line CD. For this one right here, I'm going to start with line CD is perpendicular to, now this is technically a ray, so I'm going to say ray BA. B is the beginning. If there's a point here, A is out here someplace. But this symbol right here, this upside down T, means is perpendicular to. And they meet at right angles. Okay, circle. This one should be easy. Basically, a circle is a collection of points that are equidistant from a given point. So all of these points on the circle are the same distance from that point O. Now, to write a circle, we usually do like a little dot with a circle around it, and then the name of the center. So in this case, O, circle O. Okay, you could sometimes just write the word circle and then O, but this little one here does mean circle, so you could write it that way. All right, now that you've taken all the notes in the basic geometry foldable, you're going to flip it over to this blank back. You're going to take some of your glue. It doesn't have to be a ton. I tend to go around the outside, a couple stripes on the inside, and we're going to paste it into first page of our notebook. Okay, and next I'm going to label it up here, basic geometry.